think they're like having faith in something. I don't know.
Faith is believing something and feeling very strongly about it.
We've never seen FaithVision, but we love it!
Just like a really strong belief in something. Not necessarily even like religion, but like just like to believe in something.
Everybody sing along! Reuben, what is he Dippity-Doin? We've never seen FaithVision, but we love it!
Jesus' name, but I know that you can't say that on the radio. We don't want it soft, we don't like it slow. So go, go, go. Go, go, go. You're right here.
What's up? This is Jeremy Camp. I've never seen FaithVision TV, but I love it.
Hi, we're Zoe Girl, and you're watching FaithVision TV.
So what does this mean to you? Reuben, what are you dippity-doing?
American Idol.
Reuben, what are you dippity-doing?
And what do I think of that?
What do you think of that?
I didn't really expect that, but
I guess pretty much the same thing, yeah.
American Idol it is. Reuben, what are you dippity-doing?
I can't say that, man. That's like
What do you think about this? Reuben, what are you dippity-doing?
Eating a sandwich. A Reuben.
Yeah. People been like, yo, Reuben, where you been? Where you been the last couple years? I'm like, hey, man, I ain't gone nowhere. I just been marinating, serenading, percolating in the lab. So they're like, hey, yo, man, you know, where's hip-hop going? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm here to take the game back. The game is officially mine. It's officially mine. Hold on. Now everybody sing along. Now everybody sing along. Reuben, what is he dippity-doing? Come on, ladies, sing it. Reuben, what is he dippity-doing? This ego was quick to say he was better be correct before you step and try to sever my integrity, please. You MCs need to quit it. I mean, do you really think that you're the only ones who get it? And what is it we don't get, huh? Maybe that empty book bag that you sport as a gimmick to the Timberland boots that have never been scuffed. All the while you're still hollering, rugged and rough. I call your bluff.
How you doing? It's Nick with FaithVision. We're back with John Reuben. He's on tour with Falling Up and The Wedding and Mainstay. What's up, John?
What's up, man?
Living?
Living good.
Things have been good?
Things have been real good.
Cool. You look good.
Well, thank you. You look good as well.
This new tour that you've been on, how's it been going? Tell us a little about it.
The new tour, it's been good. It's been Following Up, The Wedding, and Mainstay, and myself, and we've been, it's about a month and a half, so we're, I don't know exactly, probably by the time you guys show this, the tour will be over, but it's, we've got a couple weeks left at the moment of this episode being recorded. This interview, I should say.
Sure. The new album, The Boy vs. Cynic.
Yes, sir.
Some people said that it's pretty witty.
Witty?
It's a little more like deeper inside John. What would you have to say to that?
I don't. Deeper, that's a good question. I don't know if I'd say deeper. Actually, I kind of. Sure, I guess so. I mean, it's. I think it's a lot of the same things I've been talking about in every record. I think I might have just put it in a way that is maybe a little more challenging, perhaps. So yeah.
Challenging people to.
I don't know. I think on all levels, just more challenging when you think about it, or perhaps. I don't know if I'd call it deeper though.
Okay. I didn't call it deeper. I was just repeating what an article said.
Okay.
But
I'll take that. I think that's a compliment.
Our last interview was pretty it was meaty. We got into some things about God and faith and where you are
Sure,
with what
sure.
you do, and we actually had some pretty amazing feedback from
cool, man.
from some older people.
I think, when I look back on everything I've worked on, I think a lot of times people, they sometimes confuse humor as being juvenile or maybe not as mature, and I actually think a lot of times humor drives home a point better than, than even sometimes if you have a serious undertone to something. I've heard a lot of pointless lyrics being placed over supposedly dark music, and it is essentially saying nothing.
When you say more mature spiritually speaking, or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's one of those things where I would hate to say that about myself. If that's what people are picking up,
That you're like a spiritual
guru
or something.
Yeah, like I wouldn't necessarily go listen to what I have to say, children. No, but I think that as a whole, I think every album you just write from your heart and where you're at, and I think you'll connect with different patches of people. And my goal is to, the people who've been listening to my stuff since the beginning is to keep them along and always try to branch out and gain new ears.
So here we are in the same old spot, knowing something needs to happen, but our mouths are locked, tongue-tied, closed-tight, sealed shut, yup. I tried hard, but it just wouldn't come up. It's on the tip of my tongue, it's in the front of my mind, yet the words were still so hard to find. Finally, the reality of things to come pushed me to the edge. I jumped off the cliff into the abyss as I said, I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. The conversation lingered on, and before I knew it, night had turned to dawn. Were we searching for the truth in all of it? Are we debating just to win the argument? Cause none of us wanna hear about where we go wrong. This song could easily be from me to you or me to John, cause I have the potential to be the guiltiest. My greatest strength is also my strongest weakness. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. Let's think about this path that we're taking. Let's think about this future we're creating. Let's think about this life that is fading. Think about it, come on, think about it now. Let's think about this time that we're spending, investing in monetary things that are ending. Let's think about it then, let's think together and let's think about what we can do to make it better. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. I'm not trying to be a nuisance, I just think we can do better than this. That was simply my 2 cents. You can take it or leave it. We will do better than this. We will do better than this. We will do better than this. Yeah. We will do better than this.
We were talking about ministry back at home.
Yeah.
And you said that the church that you belong to was a home group cell church.
Well, they have home group cells, yeah.
Okay. But because you're on the road so much, you don't have much involvement.
It's been really hard, but I mean I love everyone knows that no church is perfect. I've just really been able to find a home there, and so as much as I can stay plugged in, I do, but it's really hard.
This tour that you're doing right now with Falling Up is for feeding the hungry.
They are a sponsor on the tour. Food for the hungry.
Food for the hungry.
Yes.
And how are you benefiting that organization?
No, I know. I definitely know we're benefiting.
Are you hungry?
No, it's a great organization. I think that organization and a lot of other organizations, in that same vein, Compassion International and I believe World Vision is one. I mean, I think for us, we have a tough job because a lot of the demographic when you're high school and younger, sometimes not to say that that's the only demographic that comes out, but really, you know how it is when you're younger. Your ability to be aware on a broader scale is a little more limited just because of just what you see every day, and your world's kind of high school and perhaps youth group or these sort of things, and I think for us it's just I know for my goal, because I speak with it every night, is to just hopefully raise awareness to the fact that whether you're sponsoring a kid tonight or not, it is our responsibility as believers. That's what we say we are. It's our responsibility to look out for those who are less fortunate, and to look out for those who are hungry and poor. That's not really like a fun little option. That's our responsibility. It's drilled in the New Testament in Scripture. It's probably comes up more than anything. And so for me, it's just to hopefully raise some awareness and get kids thinking. So maybe some of them will sponsor a kid, or maybe some of them will come back. Later on down the road, and maybe that can just be an initial, what do you say, seed planted or something. But
back to the original interview, the first one, I want to go back to the question about being like a father in the Lord to other people. I'm not saying that you're a father in the Lord to many people, or that you have people that call you like spiritual dad or something like that, but people that look up to you, or people that you're in a relationship with, bringing them to another level. Are you involved in things like that at the church home?
You know what? I wish I could get more involved. That's the one downside to always touring, is you can't. You're not home for enough time to really get involved with those sort of things. So my wife has had more opportunities than I've had, so I mooch information from her, and just kind of she's been able to go to some pretty incredible things, and I just kind of take what she's gotten, and so I'll ask her questions a lot of time about that stuff.
Okay. For some of the
and I know that's spiritually awkward and backwards a little bit, that a man would be getting information from a woman. I understand that technically. No, I'm just kidding. Technically that's a little unbalanced and unproportioned. No, I'm joking.
You said that sometimes you're on tour and you are married, so your wife gets to come with you, and sometimes here and there. She wasn't on the last one when we had our last interview. This one, she is here with you?
Yes, she is. She's behind the cameras right over there, but you won't see her because the camera
tried
this way, and she's hiding. So.
Has it been good having her on this tour?
Yeah, of course. Of course, absolutely. It's awesome. Well, I couldn't answer that question honestly, even if it was the other side of the spectrum. That's not that good.
You have any children?
No children.
No children. No children. So you have the freedom to just.
Oh yeah.
This is a long-term honeymoon.
Yeah, well, when she comes out on the road, it's been cool because you know, because of just our, you know, with no responsibility with kids, you know, we've been able to, you know, she can travel with us, but she works really close. We work together with this as well.
She writes your lyrics.
She writes the lyrics and some of the hooks. Yeah, all the party jams. She writes all the party jams.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You lay around all day, you watch music videos, you're not gonna be a professional rapper. You're never gonna be like the Marshall because you've got no enthusiasm, you've got no spirit. Why can't you be a little more like your sister? Like your sister. Like your sister.
Yeah, move. If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. You know what to do. Hey, huge, everybody in the place, clear space. Tonight's the only night this night will take place. No time to waste. Let's not worry about time. Stop the clock, it's fine. Keep it at 9. I'm in the mood tonight. Just do the typical. I'm in the mood tonight. Just follow the ritual. Even at the risk of being dissed, the face of ridicule. Pessimists be dismissed. There's no room for the cynical. Cause nowadays music's too political. And maybe just a bit too predictable. The repetition. Man, I'm just kidding, or am I? I'll leave that for you to decide. Ha, take it back like counterclockwise, no surprise. It's just that good old-fashioned horseplay passion to keep the party cracking. Move! If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. You know what to do. Hey, you just move. If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. Hey, you just frolicking through your metropolitan with some new ideas from my peers to wallow in. But what I brought to the table was hard to swallow in. You don't have a mind of your own and are only following. Oh man, please don't call me conservative. God creates, man just perverts it. Even though I know I'm far from perfect, I exercise my right to be creative when I word it. Observe from a distance, come inside if you're inclined. Feel the surge of the elements combined. Jumpstart the system with unearthly wisdom. More advanced than liberal thinking, yet older than tradition. Sound nice? If not, check your sound device. I think turning it up is sound advice. Ha, that's right, go ahead, turn it up and yeah, go ahead, turn it up and if you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and just raise the volume. You know what to do. Hey, you just move. If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and just raise the volume. You know what to do. You just ladies, gentlemen, children, front to the back to the middle and all the areas in between. You're the one and only, you so go ahead and do your thing. The box we've been playing in is boring, so let's step outside and start exploring. I'm in a 91 Chevy van touring. If the spot's not hot, we'll torch it till it's scorching. That's not a short thing, more just some wording to make me sound good and pep up the recording. According to my calculations, if I'm correct, good things lie directly ahead. As the crow flies, so do I. Straight to the point until I arrive. Reporting live to your radio, it's I, John Reuben, reminding you to please remember. Can't do it. Can't do it. Way to go, Reuben. Dad, what are you doing here?
Listen, son. About the cheerleading.
Yeah, I know, about the cheerleading.
No.
It's never good enough.
No. Listen, I'm sorry I was hard on you, but you needed it. I know. I've been there.
What do you know about being there? Dad, you were a cheerleader?
Now get in there. get in there and show them you've got spirit.
Well, Dad.
If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. Do know what to do. Hey, you just move. If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. Do know what to do. Hey, you just move. If you want it, come move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. Do know what to do. Hey, you just move. If you want it, come get it, just move. Go ahead, turn it up and move. Just raise the volume. You know what to do. Hey, you just.
Fourth track on the new album, Follow Your Leader.
Yeah.
Can you give us some insight on that?
Yeah, I think, you know, I wrote the song, obviously, you know, it's based around politics. Yeah, that sort of thing. I think I wrote that song around the time of just, you know, the election time and the way people were kind of throwing agendas around, and kind of got really, because you want to believe in honesty and in truth, but it was a really confusing time, I think, because the media as a whole can kind of say what they want to say and do what they want to do and push their agenda. And I think on both sides of the perspective, you know, whether it's the liberal media, the conservative media, you know, even the Christian media, you know what I mean? And I think for me, I think it was more of just a song to myself and to other people to just really, you know, search out what you're listening to and what information you're taking in, and really don't, you know, think about it, you know what I mean? Ponder it, pray about it. Don't just, you know, don't buy into something that easy, because there's a lot more to things, and, you know, there are real people and real emotions, and you know, you got to consider more than just yourself, you know, when it comes to that sort of thing. So I think, you know, that was the whole of that song.
What do you do personally to stay solid? You know, like to build up your faith in Christ and to stay strong, you know, because you're the head of your household and you guys are two made one, you know.
You know, it's one of those questions where, you know, sometimes you're you know, it's the relationship with God has a lot of ups and downs, and I think, you know, sometimes you don't feel as solid as you'd like to feel, and I actually don't think that's a bad place to be, because I think, you know, a lot of times we put a lot of emphasis on ourselves and what we're able to do, and for me, all I can do is continually go before God and ask for His wisdom in my life, and on all levels, you know, whether it's with me and my wife or whether it's with, you know, music or any decisions I'm making. But I don't ever feel solid, you know what I mean? I guess if that's the sense, I always have the, you know, eerie understanding that I'm human, and that without the grace of God and without His hand in my life, I am capable of the worst imaginable things possible. I think, you know, always keeping that in mind, I think so many times people get way too confident in themselves and their abilities, and even Christians sometimes get it confused, the difference between walking on their own strength and walking on the strength that God provides for you.
All right, John. Thanks, man.
That's it.
Yeah, for now, right? What else?
No, I'm just kidding.
This is Nick with Faith Vision. We're going to cut to John live at Noroton Press.
Reuben, what is he doing? Reuben, and when the beat drops. I need to see as much ruckus as legally possible. Are you ready? Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands up. Sing along. Reuben, Dippity-Doin. This ain't going quick and say you would better be correct. Before you step and try to sever my integrity, please. Too easy to quit. I mean, do you really think that you're the only one to get it? Nah. And what is it we don't get, huh? Maybe that is the book bag that you sport as a game through the triple and boot that I've never been scuffed. All the liars still holler and plug you up. I know you're blunt. You're just like the rest of them. The only difference is you fall over less popular trend, friends. Tell me how you gonna dog the mainstream to turn around the underground and do the exact same thing that you're doing. Here's what I put down. I said it give me found above as well as living glasses with real giving a vibe by culture, man. What makes you think that you can? Sing along. Hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. Ideas start occurring and words start serving. Never would I suggest this to be the best. It's just I like putting words on mics. It's something I like to do, something I find nice. Don't need a dominator, inflate my confidence. Got no problem giving MCs compliments. But some get mad at me like they want to battle me upset because I'm in their hip hop. Actually, I think you tough guys are corny. And my LP comes with a foolproof warranty. Buy it, don't like it, feel free not to listen. I'm not sure about a reason, but you're welcome to listen. Cause I don't do that and won't ask you to react to the beat if you ain't feeling it. But perhaps, maybe you are in that case. It goes arrogant thinks with ignorance will and can bring forth the man that don't really understand but claims he does. And you know what? That's not good. No, that's not good. You know what? Y'all got to be kidding, man. Some of y'all treat art like it was some sort of religion. Follow them with the rules, want to do it all through to the point you don't create art. Art created you. Y'all got to be kidding, man. Some of y'all treat hip-hop like it was some sort of religion. Follow them with the rules, want to do it all through to the point you don't create hip-hop. Hip-hop created you. Say what? Come again. And when the beat drops, I need to see as much ruckus as legally possible. Can you do that? Can you do that? Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands, get your hands, get your hands up. Get your hands up. Just keep that music playing. It all sounds the same to me. Sounds the same to me. I can't hear what you're saying. Just keep the music playing. It all sounds the same to me. Good God, please have mercy. Let's kick the machine till it's working. Everybody's got a great idea. Do you own the one you're encouraging? There's a first time for everything. After that it starts to get confusing. Hold on to your identities loosely. At least the revolution will be amusing. Word of mouth. This is what everybody's talking about. So you can tell somebody to tell somebody that the next new thing is the same old thing. Yeah.